Well, it's that time of the year, time to take the old box blade off the tractor, put that over there in hibernation for a little while, and go ahead and hook the 7-foot finish mower back up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this up there to the garage and go over it. It needs, I need to take the blades off and get them sharpened up and go over there and grease everything on it. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to get the tractor. I'm also going to service the tractor too. It's been about 300 hours. I want to go ahead and do an oil change and fuel filters on it. So going to take the finish mower up there, get the blades off, get those sharpened, and then we'll do a little service on the tractor. So I'm just going to take the forks here and grab the finish mower. That way I can pick it up and be able to get the blades off fairly easy. I might need to hook a chain to it so I can pick it up from the other side and have a little better access to the blades on it. That way I'm not having to work directly under the tractor here. So this is one of those Agri Supply mowers. That was cheap when I bought it. It works. It is definitely by far not the best mower that is on the market by no means. But it was also like less than half the price of a nice one. So that's why I got it. And within like the first 5 minutes, I was up there working around and I backed into a tree. And you see how bent those are? Yeah, I can't get them back straight. So yeah, it still works. It just got a little character to it now. So I'm going to grab a chain real quick and see if I can hook it to that and pick it up backwards. That way I'll have a little better, I might be able to do it this way. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to try to slide back and get the tractor. Hell, that works. Now if I can just get it in the garage like that is the next question. Here we go. One way to find out. If I can get it through the door, I can tilt it up like that, then set it back down. Huh. Here we go. Be up there in a minute. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing in the garage now without ripping the door down. I think it's doable. Don't worry about the porta potty, it's for people that work here. So I'm about to probably get back started on this garage. Let me get kind of past the fan. Set it back down right there. Alright, now that's kind of sitting. I'll do a little video on the outside, it'll make sense. Will it fit? That's a good sign. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those blades off and get those sharpened. I've been tickled to death with the garage. It's kind of this winter when I was planning on getting it all finished. Kind of got put on the back burner with a few other projects and stuff I had to do. But now that spring's here, I'm going to try to go ahead and finish getting this insulated and getting walls up in here. And I'd like to do a nice workbench across the back right here so that I'll have a nice bench to be able to put a vise on, sharpen these blades, because right now I have nothing. All this is where I park my new truck and catch all stuff. But here's all my crap I bought at the auction. Stuff I don't need, but I can use that. Got a good deal on it though, that's all that matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the impact wrench and get these blades taken off. wire off of there. All right, got them all sharpened up. Go ahead and put them back on. As I drop them off. Maybe that one goes on a different one. Interesting. There's a little burr or something on it. Impact gun should send it home. Yep. All right. So I got those on there, all nice and sharpened. Now it is time. I'm gonna take it outside, power wash it, and go ahead and grease everything, because every single one of these tires has got to be greased. All those, drive shaft, that way I can get all that grass out of there and just kind of look over everything. Check the oil in the gearbox. So I'm gonna pull this out, go wash it, then service the tractor. Oil change time. I took the forks off so I could lift the loader arms up out of the way. Go ahead and lift the hood up here. I don't know if I can do that one-handed. I got to push down on it. And go ahead and get the oil draining out. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I done this, only drained one side. This tractor's got a split oil pan in it. I need a rag. I'm gonna need a rag. Where'd my rag go? There's my rag. Because the drive shaft for the front axle goes through the center of it. So the first time I changed oil in this tractor, I got to do it twice. I was like, why is it only taking a gallon? It's a touch warm. Let that drain, and we'll take the filter off. Get the drain plugs put back in. I'll change the filter real quick and go ahead and put some new oil in here. Let's change this filter. Ooh, a little tight. You can't pre-fill this one because obviously it's sideways. All right, and we'll fill it up with oil. Well, it's working. Slowly. My big funnel wouldn't fit down in there. Luckily it only holds like 1.5 gallons. 2, I think. Alright, I've started up, let it sit. Let's check the oil. Right where it needs to be. We're good. Time to change the fuel filter now. Alright, so I didn't get any video changing the fuel filter. It's a bit of a pain in the butt there, but I got it fueled back up. For some reason the primer isn't pumping. I don't know when I let all the fuel drain out if it sucked some out and caused it to lose prime, but I filled that all the way up with fuel, so fingers crossed it's got enough in it to start. So let's see what happens. You're gonna give it a little throttle. So far, so good. Alright, I'm going to check the air filter, blow it out if it needs, and then I'll power wash the mower, and I'll go ahead and wash this and get all this cleaned up and grease everything. This is why your air conditioning doesn't work sometimes. Found this to be the best way to clean a cab out too. Got it pretty clean. Alright, tractor's all washed off here. I'm going to go take off the box blade, come back up here and hook to the finished mower. I'll probably go ahead and grease the shaft on the PTO shaft on that first, just because it's a lot easier to when you can move it around versus when it's hooked up to the tractor. So I'm going to go take that off real quick. Be right back up here. Alright, get that knocked off. Alright, let's go hook up the mower. That's how you make stuff last. Well, let's see how well it mows. That grass is about 12 inches tall compared to the grass right there. So, let's fire it up for the first time this year. Here we go. More throttle. Like it's cutting good so far. I'm not paying attention. I'm about ran over my irrigation, my redneck irrigation, which is a 1.5 inch pipe that I pump water from the pond up here. Looks like it's mowing pretty good. Look, I did a decent job cutting or sharpening the blades. Doggies. Look what I finally bought. Probably the best 200 bucks I ever spent. Oh, that makes grabbing the round bales so much easier than trying to stab them or scoop them up with the pallet forks. It was a guy that bought a tractor and that come with it, or bought a used tractor. It was brand spanking new and he had no use for it, so all he wanted was a loader bucket. So nothing like a good Facebook marketplace deal. Let's go get some hay for the cows. Happy moo-moos. Happy moo-moos. I usually just cut the top couple, lets it last a little longer. What you think? You like the fresh hay? I'll let them eat that for a day or so, and I'll come in here with the backhoe and scrape all this up and clean it up. Just where it's probably 6 or 8 inches of just old straw, mud, and poop. Kind of move this around every now and then and put it in a different area.